The Rendezvous Route 66 Car Show featured NHRA and NASCAR race cars and drivers, dragsters, sprint cars, midget race cars, an open header contest, and People's Choice Awards.
Custom, nasty, really, really cool car. It belongs to Ralph Gaxiola, and he's from Highland. It's a 41 Chevy Special Deluxe, and it's got all the bells and whistles. Thanks again, Ralph. We love it.
Go ahead and tell me about your car here.
Okay, my car's name is Bob for Big Orange Beast. As you see, it's very orange. My husband's name is Bob, and he actually built the whole thing for me.
Okay.
This is a 1969 Mercury Cougar, and it has a 351, but it's actually been stroked and bored to be a 393. So it puts out about 400 or 500 horsepower.
Okay.
And I actually, this has been handed down. I bought it from my son because he thought he can get his dad to fix it. My husband said not a chance. So he said, Mom, just buy the car from me, because he knows what I was going to do. So I bought the car from him. It was actually not running. So for about a year, it was sitting in my husband's shop.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because everything had to be torn down. Nothing was working right. It always got hot. So and then it actually needed paint as well, so we had to get it from zero to this.
Okay.
So I've had it since. My husband, who's not a Ford guy, built it for me. Because years ago he said, I want to build you a Mustang. Yes. Instead he built me this car.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's mine.
So go ahead and talk to me about the customization. What did you change from this car?
From this car, actually, what we had to do is, of course, put the paint on it. All of the silver rims and stuff had to be bought and ordered because there was a lot of missing things on this car. I had to buy it from back east, most of these cars, because a lot of the parts you can't get for a 45-year-old car. So I actually had months to try to get all the pieces together to go. Inside, the interior was redone as well because the interior was badly torn up. So I had all of the interior done so that it matches the outside of my car.
Okay.
And eventually I'm going to have it go to this color of that little car there, because I'm going to make this into it's going to be an Eliminator replica, 1969 Eliminator replica. So that's what it's going to look like in the long run.
Very cool.
For now, this is what it's going to be, so it's still nice and bright and orange, but it really is a fun car to drive. I really get a lot of stares. How about that?
I see you have the little tray there, like it's a drive-through or like a drive-in.
Yes, that was my present from my daughter. It's quite expensive because it looks so real.
Yes.
So it added some nostalgia to my car. It looks very nostalgic.
Now you said it's called Bob. Have you ever taken it to Bob's Big Boys?
Yes, I have. Over in Corona, it's gone to Bob's Big Boy. On my when my daughter had the little menu done, it says Bob's on it for the Big Orange Beast.
Berkeley Environmental people sponsored this trophy, Aleta Conlee's beautiful 51 Mercury. You know, there were two Mercuries out there, and they both won trophies. I'll tell you something about Mercury.
So go ahead and tell me about the car. Give me some highlights.
Okay.
I'll hold it.
All right. My late brother and I built a car brand new in 1967. Raced it for about 3 years. We won the Drag News Nationals with it. We won 5 straight top eliminators in that particular time with it. Lost the 6th one in the final round. It's a 170-inch wheelbase RCS car.
Okay.
It's got a 400-inch Chrysler Hemi in it. It's a 1958. Motor puts out about between 2,500 and 3,000 horsepower. We campaigned it for about 3 years before we retired it, and then I finally put it back together as a cackle car and just show it.
Okay. So how do you compare this show to that show? Do you want him to go back to downtown, or are you more happier here?
This is pretty nice out here. I think they got to get started with it, get it advertised, and I think it'll be a good show here. Although the downtown shows where they block the streets off and stuff, those are fun also, and it's good for the merchants and stuff in the area. I think they like it and they promote it, and things like that makes for a good show also.
Unusual 37 panels. These were very, very rare cars. They had to be special ordered from Chevrolet. They were only used in very specific operations, sometimes at airports for bringing people back and forth to planes, sometimes at hotels for transporting people, sometimes for moving workers out into the fields, but they were very unusual. You may never see another one of these.
Congratulations on the trophy today.
Thank you. It's my first Route 66 trophy.
Okay, go ahead and tell me about the car.
The car is a 1956 Thunderbird, and I bought it in 1959,
Okay.
and it's been through complete restoration.
Now, what kind of things have you customized here?
I haven't really customized anything. I've tried to keep it as stock as possible.
Now, is this your normal car that you drive around town?
No, it used to be my work car right after I got out of high school. And so it was my work car for a little while.
What kind of work were you doing?
I was working at Norton Air Force Base.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I was a key punch operator. Yeah.
So, what's the top horsepower, top speed?
It's a 312 engine.
Okay.
I don't know what the top speed is. Haven't gotten there yet.
Haven't gotten there yet. Well, that's something to look forward to, huh?
Right.
Do you do a lot of car shows?
I do Dr. George car show. It's a cancer fund of the desert.
Okay.
And that's one of my favorite car shows. And the other kinds of car shows I do is a Thunderbird Classic, a Thunderbird International. It's every other year for 1955, 56, and 57 Thunderbirds get together from all over.
So go ahead and talk to me about this show, because we're here now at the baseball stadium. Do you like this better than when it was on the streets, or do you hope they go back to the streets?
Well, I kind of hope that we could go back to the streets, because we could cruise down into the streets a little bit easier than we can here. And it was a little bit like the 50s times when we could go down the streets cruising.
Nice.
Yes. So if maybe we could stay here and then be allowed to cruise down in town would be great too.
So how many years you been doing this show?
Well, not too long. Yeah. Maybe under 5 years.
Oh, really? Okay. All right. Any other comments?
I'm just grateful for the Chamber of Commerce for having this Route 66 rendezvous. I'm grateful for them and thank them for all their hard work.
Car number 183, a 1965 Chevy C10. It is a very nice car. I wish the hood were open, because one of the nicest parts of this car is the way he's done the engine compartment. Congratulations, Ben. You did a great job.